Okay, y'all, this is my first attempt at a YouTube video, so bear with me. Today I'm working on a New Holland L250. This is an old skid steer, and we're using it for a plumbing company to do small little rough ends and such. It's a pretty basic little machine. Very good in getting into little tight spots, like you know, in backyards and around gardens and doing small work. I'm gonna take y'all through just kind of basically how this thing operates and tell you some of the problems that I've been having, that I'm figuring out currently. So after you remove the seat, you see you've got a drive motor here and a drive motor there. That operates your wheels. And then, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try to make this video as best I can. I hope this helps somebody out that's working on old skid steers. All right, now there's a little pump right there. I can't shine my light directly on it because you won't be able to see, but that little pump right there, that works your bucket. It curls your bucket and it lifts your bucket up and down. All right. Now, in the manual, and I don't have it open, but that pump is not mounted to anything in the manual. It's shaft driven. In fact, I'm about to show you. But here's the pump right here. This is a Parker, and the number on it, if you need the number, Delta 22 Alpha Alpha 2 Alpha. That's the pump number, and that's what you need if you're going to try to replace this. Now you can see that shaft is broken, and that shaft is broken because of the torque that it generates when it's going. So I'm about to take y'all up under this and show you why. Hang on, let me get focused here. All right. So you can see there's our pump. I'm sorry about this bright light, but it's all I got. All right, you can see there's our pump. That's actually a new pump. And it's plumbed in right. But when you get the new pump, you're gonna have to take apart the pump and make it run backwards because the way the engine turns. All right, and you can also see right up in there. Oh golly! By the way, if you go to work on one of these, this is such a tight area. Okay, there you go. Now you can see that the shaft is attached by a 2-bolt clamp. All right, that's not the way it came from the factory. There's a this crankshaft actually has a coupling with set screws on it, and so when we acquired this, it had already been replaced with this 2-bolt clamp style. and then that, see this red bracket? Yeah, I fabricated that because there was nothing attached, and I mean that pump was free floating. The only thing that it was attached to was the intake and the output hoses. That's the only thing that was attached to this. And so when you would go to lift your bucket or curl your bucket, the whole pump would torque, and it would put stress on the hoses and stress on the pump. So I fabricated this bracket You know, you can see that it's mounted up top there. I fabricated that bracket. It's red, so you can see it really well. And I mounted that just right. And the thing is you got to mount that just right so you don't have any you got to get your alignment right on your pump to on your pump shaft to your crankshaft pulley. And if that's not just right, then you'll have a lot of stress on your pump, and it's easy to break these things off. They're only little 1/2-inch shafts. And the pump itself, if you get it from Parker, it's a Parker pump, so you'll have to contact Parker. It's about 250 bucks. That's what I paid. And then it'll ship to you, and I had to wait a week for it to get shipped to me on regular shipping. So that's our problem there. So I'm just hoping this video is helpful to people that may run into these problems. And pretty much that's it. You know, there's your valve block coming in. I could go in, I could probably talk all day on everything that I've found on this and I've worked on. So, but if you want to contact me, my name is Rambo, and I run a little mobile mechanic service out of Granbury, Texas. So you can hit me up. Rambo sees you. Just spell it out. RAMBO SEESYOU at yahoo.com. And I can help you out with these little things. I don't know everything there is to know about them, but I've been pretty intense with this one. There's our little 25 horse power plant right there. And the only thing that this runs, I'll tell y'all real quick about how this runs. So there's a drive motor, and there's a drive motor, and you've got a pulley. See that pulley down there? I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to point to it with my light. That pulley, there's a lever in front that engages that pulley, which engages these drive motors. And then the only thing else there runs, and that's your crankshaft pulley right down there, and right down that bright spot that's reflecting off, that's your pump that I was talking about. So yeah, that's about it. You know, battery, motor. I don't know what else there is to say. So again, I hope this is helpful, and thanks. Y'all have a great day.